Season 6 of NBA 2K23. Get ready to power up your MyPlayer in electrifying new ways.
In the city, take a look up because the Season 6 rewards are flying in. Soar around with an upgraded jetpack at level 30, and speaking of elevation, at level 40, become a superhero with your gravity-defying.
And Greg, something to keep an eye on in this one, the big man. Both these teams have talented front courts.
You're exactly right. Both rely on their bigs, and the winner of the game is probably going to be the team that wins that front court matchup.
And now the Lakers starting group. Patrick Beverley out there with lights out. Then it's LeBron James. And there's Davis. And it's Bryant in at the 4 spot. And the Timberwolves with possession here after LeBron James's miss. Russell against Miles. From deep. It's hauled in by Edwards. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. The feed to Gobert. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Tremendous concentration that Rudy Gobert has. Using his size, certainly, but finishing through contact.
Miles. That's good.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Minnesota comes into this one following a loss to the Suns.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd, and that's obviously easier said than done.
I'll tell you this, it looked like they wanted to get out of town as quickly as possible. The problem is their defense went with them.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. The Lakers beat them last time when these two teams met in Los Angeles.
And they'll want to show that they're a much better team
than
they demonstrated last time out against these guys. At the very least, avoid another blowout.
Well, so many of their problems stem from turnovers. They simply could not take care of the ball, and it cost them in that matchup.
Here's Russell. And Davis pulls it down.
I guess even he is one of those once in a while.
It's Beverley on the wing. And here's Miles outside. Good on the triple. Miles has got 5 points so far.
Wow, how about the start to this game? Taking excellent shots, capitalizing on everything the defense is giving him. This is great stuff.
And the Timberwolves call time here. Greg, here's a classic NBA question. Who's been the best franchise in league history? Celtics or the Lakers?
Come on, Kevin. You are putting me on the spot, but I'd go with the Lakers. More superstars over the years. I think that 2000s run with Kobe and company, that put them ahead in my estimation.
So the Timberwolves.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Towns high post. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And Karl Anthony Towns said he believes that he is the greatest big man shooter of all time. What do you think?
Well, Kev, I think of a guy by the name of Dirk Nowitzki might have a thing or two to say about it, but I love Karl Anthony Towns' attitude. You have got to believe in your skills if you're going to have the kind of success that Cat has had in this league, and we know he is lethal from deep.
He's perfect from the line this time.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. I spoke briefly with Chris Finch. His big point of emphasis was that they have to be smarter at the offensive end. He thought both of the losses were due to poor decision-making, missing the open man, getting baited into taking bad shots. He feels at their best, they have to have high percentage scoring opportunities and finish strong. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Sounds like to execute the plan, Greg, they're going to have to get that good shot selection.
No doubt about it, Kevin. If you want to shoot a high percentage in this league, you have to be patient, and you have to understand what quality of shots you get.
And that's why you have a designed offense. Create the kind of looks you want so you don't have to play hero ball.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Here's Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, terrific movement from the big man. Rudy Gobert starting to master the screen and roll.
Miles against Russell to the middle. Here's Davis, and it's slammed in by Davis.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Edwards kicks to Russell. Pass to Noel. Back to Russell. Here's Gobert. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Noel. Rebound the Lakers. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
It came down to execution. No wasted possessions, and that is absolutely essential trying to win on the road.
Here is Russell after the basket by the Lakers. And it's lights out with the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
So it's the Timberwolves now. It's a three-point game. Russell feeling it out a bit. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Edwards. James knocks it away.
Wow, LeBron James sends it back emphatically. That was a message, folks.
You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Russell against Miles. It's Beverly on the wing from deep. That one doesn't go. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Noel. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Lakers. 3-point lead from deep. Miles. Miles with another miss. The Timberwolves have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Here's Russell. Rebounded by the Lakers. Davis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Down low. Outside for Miles. Shoots the 3. That's in, coming off an assist from Bryant. And 12 points for lights out.
Well, excellent concentration from Bryant on the offensive end, actively looking for ways to facilitate for his team.
Here's Noel. Last game he had 12. Back to Russell. Gobert, the pass to Russell. Over Miles. Almost, but it rolls out.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Takes a 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Did you see it?
Remember, Davis played point guard.
Did you see him do the hula hoop?
The vision there with that nice dime.
Russell kicks to Edwards. Can they get it? And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Lakers leading by 9. It's Beverly on the wing. Back to Miles. To the inside. And Bryant's the bucket on the assist from Miles.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
And there's the pass to Noel. Nice ball movement by Minnesota.
Oh, no.
Jacks up a three. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
We're working as a team.
Such an instinctive passer. D'Angelo Russell could average double-digit assists if he wanted to.
Now here's Miles. In the game against Chicago, very impressive.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and control.
Oh, no.
It's Edwards on the wing.
It does make me
5 on the
happy.
clock. Back to Russell. It's stolen by Davis. It's Miles on the wing. He's guarded by Russell. And finish off by Bryant.
Thomas Bryant is a problem
Oh,
on the
no.
offensive backboards. This guy's big and skilled, and you better box him out.
Timberwolves trail by 10.
Bryant.
Russell passes to Edwards.
Well,
Here's Noel. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Davis. Doris, what do you think about the possibility of the league adding an Offensive Player of the Year or quote-unquote best season award on top of the MVP?
I hate it, Kevin. And the reason I hate it is look at how competitive last season's MVP race was in the NBA. 3 guys equally capable of winning the award, and Giannis,
he got
Nikola
fouled
Jokic,
by
all were worthy
I forgot
MVP
who he got
candidates.
fouled by, but I know he
think
got
to dilute
fouled.
a race of that caliber would be a mistake.
So it's Minnesota now.
Yep.
Following the 3 from Miles. McLaughlin, the pass to Anderson. Count that bucket.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Miles the bounce pass. Here's Toscano.
Well, they're already home, so it's going to be playing on their home court.
Though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
It's good.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Now, here's Miles. 18 points for him. That's Miles with the jam.
Making the most of the screen, that's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way.
Stuff like that.
Mm.
Look at that. That was nice. That was really nice. You did that. You really did that.
I can't believe he can dunk.
What do you mean?
That he dunked like that.
You never did that before?
I've done it before.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'm not surprised.
That's the first time I've ever done it on a pick and roll.
See what would happen if you would have quit. You wouldn't have had this wonderful experience, and I wouldn't be able to experience it with you. Baby, you hear me?
Yep. I heard you. See, I'm glad I didn't quit.
I'm glad you didn't quit either. I would have been crying all the way home.
I know I would have.
Yeah. Oh, it's game paused?
To the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
And so it's Minnesota with it.
That's the first time I've ever done it.
Oh, it's game paused?
To the basket by Los Angeles. McDaniels in the post. Pass to Reed. 6 on the shot clock. And Jones sends it back. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones.
It's 26-17.
Lonnie Walker the fourth.
There's no way that they're going to catch up.
Timberwolves trail by 13. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's McDaniels in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Now here's McDaniels. No points in the game yet for him.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
And Bryant gets it to go.
Just such a good finisher around the bucket. Thomas Bryant has so many moves he can turn to. Nice.
Russell passes to
LeBron.
Edwards. McDaniels with the ball. Russell finds McDaniels. Edwards against Beverly. Just 5 on the clock. Edwards can't hit.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Count that one.
Yeah, they're rolling
keeps
right
pausing.
now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, lights out in their last game against the Bulls was terrific. He had 69 points, and his passing was just incredible. He piled up an impressive number of assists. The numbers in that game make me anxious to see what he can do tonight. Kevin?
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Well, when you're coming off a game like he had, you know the difference tonight. They're going to load up against him. They're going to try to take him out of his rhythm early.
Here is Russell after the basket by Los Angeles.
The Minnesota Timberwolves.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope
he wants to actually play.
A lot riding on it.
They need all the help they can get.
Currently averaging almost 6 points a game.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Davis finds Miles. Back to Davis. And it's Davis with the jam.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
And the Timberwolves call time here. And in the last decade, defenses switching on screens has increased dramatically. Is this the new normal, you think?
Kevin, I think so. I think teams that switch well tend to defend well, because switching can create mismatches, but it's harder to punish those now with all the help defense.
About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. And Gobert kicks to McDaniels.
Already.
Deep 2 from Russell. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Outside for Miles. Shoots over Towns. That's good for Miles on the assist by Beverly.
I shot that
Beverly's
over
got
Towns.
3 assists in the game. Timberwolves have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Outside Edwards. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. There's Russell with the 3. Here's Gobert. And nothing is falling for him right now. And it's Davis with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Beverly the pass to Miles.
They do. They just keep it oriented to one side.
Edwards defending. 4 on the clock. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Here's Bryant. And another basket for the Lakers.
They just keep it oriented to one side.
Minnesota's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Pass to McDaniels. Towns with it, defended by Bryant. And it's Towns missing.
I got 27 points.
Rebound differential. One more reason.
I got 27 points.
Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
Total.
It's impressive, the level of domination.
Well, my player
at both
does.
ends, and you're seeing the results.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team...
And he drives in. Bryant with the rebound. Bryant's got 6 rebounds. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
And defensively, guys, they've been...
Back to McDaniel. And they'll get another chance. Outside Edwards. A nice shot by McDaniel. McDaniel's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
It's stolen by Gobert. McDaniels with the ball. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And something you always hear about Jaden McDaniels, Doris, is how effortless he makes the game look.
Kev, when I watch this guy play, I feel like he glides through an NBA game. There's a finesse that you don't necessarily see from players his size. He's a handful on the low block. This young man is brimming with potential.
Brown is checked in for Patrick Beverly. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Minnesota shooting about 33%. Not happy with their play on that end. Russell passes to Edwards. The pass to McDaniels. Outside, Towns.
It's not good at all.
Shot clock at 5. There's the 3. LeBron grabs the miss.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Brown kicks to Miles. 3-pointer. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
To the paint. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Russell.
I'll tell you what, it's hard to stop Karl Anthony Towns when he's looking to score. He's got every trick at his arsenal.
Miles, that's for 2. And there's another one for the Lakers.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Outside Edwards. Russell passes to Gobert. Back to Russell. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by Brown.
This guy has not been a factor at all in this quarter, and it has hurt the team.
LeBron dishes to Miles.
Pick and roll.
He feeds it to Davis. That one goes in. Davis has got 8 points here in this quarter.
And phenomenal
they down
movement
by a lot.
in that pick and roll. Davis has a sense for where to move after setting that screen.
Davis against Gobert. Passes to Edwards. Kicks to Towns. Uncovered. And again, it's Minnesota.
If you look at his offensive rating, Towns one of the best to ever do it. That means the jump shot is key.
Now, here's Miles. 32 points in the game. On the wing, James. From downtown. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
And wasn't sure he could keep up the pace he set from 3-point range in that first, but boy, has he ever.
Russell passes to McDaniels. Back to Russell. Inside. And it's blocked. And he keeps control of the ball. Now Miles. He has 35. It's Davis on the wing. Over Gobert, and the Lakers tack on 2 more.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
And they show effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive. And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficient.
Pass to McDaniels. Shot to stop the run. The shot that time not on target. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
Here's Miles, and that one clearly foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That's on D'Angelo Russell.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clear.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Gobert. Anderson comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. Noel, he's checked in for McDaniels. And Jordan McLaughlin subbed in for D'Angelo Russell. And Miles drops them both. It's been several possessions since they've converted.
And they've got to find a way to change that.
Pass to Edwards. Now, here's Reid. Covered by LeBron. Beyond the arc. Edwards can't hit.
With him scoreless in the latter part of this one, it's awfully hard to come back. Guys, you have to remember when thinking and talking about the Minnesota Timberwolves, it's an organization that is still so
How dare you?
You know, basketball historians will remember that the Minneapolis Lakers Doris won 5 titles before relocating to Los Angeles in 1960.
And I think the current crop of T-Wolves fans, Kevin, see this as a completely different franchise from that historic team. In their minds, they haven't won a championship yet, and that fact should really motivate this current roster to get one for this group.
Are you still watching?
Yeah, I'm still watching.
The first free throw is good.
He does a great job of drawing contact and getting himself to the line, something he didn't do in the first period.
The Lakers making a switch here. Reeves is checked in. And Miles drops them both.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Here's McLaughlin. Makes it off the glass. McLaughlin's got his second basket of the night.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
And the Lakers decide to take their first timeout here.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And the guys get a little bit of a break. Mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
Walker dishes to Miles. To the wing on the left. 1:04 left in the first half of the game. 6 to shoot. James outside. Puts up a 3. Connects from three-point range. LeBron's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Outside Edwards. Now the pass to McLaughlin. There's 42 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And they're pushing it up. Here's Miles, and then Miles with the dunk.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team.
Huh?
In scramble mode.
Timberwolves shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. McLaughlin, the pass to Edwards.
Yep.
Passes it to Anderson. There's 21 seconds left now here in the second. Edwards finds Reed. McLaughlin.
I got this.
Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's Miles, and then Miles with the dunk.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Ready to move? Here.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been one outstanding game from lights out.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Checking out the group now for Darvin Ham to start the second half. Davis is out there with Thomas Bryant. Then it's Patrick Beverly. Then it's LeBron James. And it's Miles in at the 1. So it's the Timberwolves now after the basket by the Lakers. Back to Russell. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
And here's Miles outside. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Well, they're just riding the hot hand down the stretch, and he's been in a zone all night.
And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting only 31%. Their offense really struggling to put possessions together. Russell against Miles. Stolen by Miles. And it's the Lakers on the break. Stops, pops, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Los Angeles shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Shooting for Los Angeles.
Thank you for fouling me.
At the line for 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And Miles drops them both. Here's Noel. He's got 5, and the Timberwolves call time here.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
Edwards kicks to Russell. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. 90 seconds now into the second half. And the shot goes in.
Well, you like to see D'Angelo Russell work his way to the inside. Proves he has some touch in the paint.
Miles, the pass to Beverly. Russell against Miles. Fires for three. Sinks the triple. Miles has got 53.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Outside Edwards.
92 to 37.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Out to Russell. 4 on the shot clock. Great D that time from Miles. The Lakers on offense. They've gone on a 10-2-1. Not allowing much.
And with the struggles AD has had to stay healthy, and you wonder, though, if the team's going to focus on having him be at his best for that postseason run and try to manage the wear and tear.
Now, here's Beverly. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And a drive like that one can be a knockout punch. Great finish at this juncture.
Here's Noel. He's got 5. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And when Davis is on the floor, Greg, he is a force. But how do you keep him healthy into the playoffs? That is the question.
I mean, sustaining his output over a full season isn't easy, but Davis has had a bit of bad luck with the injury, so you have to mitigate ways to keep him available.
1 for 5 has got to be a frustrating start, and they just don't look sharp right now. Can they find their offensive game?
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. The Lakers are, of course, one of the league's storied franchises. Magic Johnson was asked recently if they have the best all-time collection of players. He says it's not even close. Outside of Bill, we have all the dominant closers. Kobe, Jerry, LeBron. It's not even close. Outside of Bill, we have all the dominant closers. Kobe, Jerry, LeBron. Now, Worthy. Come on now. It's just too many Lakers. Kevin, back to you.
Well, he's got a point, David, and we thank you for your report. Has to go Bear.
Kevin, back to you.
He's got a point, David, and we thank you for your report. Has to go Bear. Kevin, back to you.
Hello?
There's too many Lakers. You like
He kicks to Russell.
Oh,
Shoots
yeah.
over Miles. And they get it back.
Too many Lakers.
Gobert, the pass to Russell.
Yeah. What is? I don't know what that sound is.
Too many Lakers. Gobert, the pass to Russell.
Yeah. What is? I don't know what that sound is. What is that sound?
I have no idea.
What is that sound? Oh.
No idea. It stopped.
What is that sound? Oh.
It stopped. I think it's coming from my end.
What is it?
I don't know. It's when I turned off my YouTube.
What is it?
When I swiped up, it stopped. But when I turn it back on,
Try doing it again.
huh? It stopped. All right.
It stopped.
See, it stopped.
It stopped.
Yeah. So it's definitely on my side. But it just started doing that because it wasn't doing that the whole game. But when I turn it back on, do you think something interfering?
Oh yeah, I don't know what it could be. Try doing it again.
Huh? All right.
It stopped.
See, it stopped.
It stopped.
Yeah. So it's definitely on my side. But it just started doing that because it wasn't doing that the whole game. When I turn it back on, do you think something interfered?
What do you think it could be?
I have no idea.
Could it?
Nice pass. Right into the rack perfectly for the layup. Russell's got 6 points.
Boy, Rudy Gobert, usually the recipient of that kind of pass. That was nicely done, Rudy.
See, now it's not doing
Beverly
that.
dishes to Miles. Davis in the corner. Back to Miles. Over Russell. That's good for Miles on the assist by Davis. Miles has got 57 points.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Noel passes to Towns. Stolen by Miles. Bryant finds Miles. Now James. Defended by Gobert.
I got 4 steals.
Miles against Edwards. Keeps it alive. Davis on the follow. Davis has got 6 here in this quarter. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Lakers?
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
And they've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Clock is at 3. Edwards can't hit.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
From deep, Miles. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Russell passes to Noel.
See, now it's not doing that.
James against Edwards. Feeds to Russell. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. That's now 8 points for D'Angelo Russell.
Well, Anthony Edwards showing you that I've got some playmaking in my toolbox. Nice pass.
Back to Miles. It's Beverly
Patrick
on the
Beverly
wing.
just don't mess
Lakers
up
passing
play
it
anymore.
around. Right side, Bryant. Shoots over Towns, and the Lakers tack on 2 more.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Here's Russell following the bucket by the Lakers. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on LeBron James.
Well, the length and the size of Rudy Gobert, so problematic for defenses. Nothing they can do there but foul him.
And there's a record Rudy Gobert set without much fanfare a few years ago. Most dunks in an NBA season.
That's exactly right, G.A. That was back in the 2018-19 season. He threw it down 306 times. Certainly makes sense for a guy who's got that kind of length, athleticism, and the guy who spends so much time right around the cup.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this is simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Here's McLaughlin. And Jones over to help.
Thank you.
Lays it up and banks it in.
Boy, that defense must be better. Anthony Edwards getting it done on the interior.
And here's Miles. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. Jones, the pass to Miles.
Wow.
They fouled me again.
Shouldn't be much debate there.
They keep fouling me for some reason.
The Lakers have been excellent at the free throw line here today. A flawless 6 for 6.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
First free throw is good. Doris, the NBA keeps talking about the idea of an in-season tournament, taking a cue, I guess, from European soccer. Do you like that? Do you think it would work?
Well, the European soccer situation has the advantage of tradition and history. There's meaning behind it. Obviously, I'm open to a little drama in the middle of the NBA season. The challenge is convincing the players and their representation of the Players Association that this is something of value. Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
Stolen by McDaniels. Pass to McLaughlin. And here's Anderson. The fadeaway. The shot, no good. So the Lakers will take it the other way. They can look forward to the Rockets Arena after this matchup to take on Houston. And that game will be game 3 of 5 away from home. To the left wing. Here's Reeves. McDaniels defending. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Here is Miles. And he uses the glass on the layup.
They might
Here's
pack it
McLaughlin.
in.
The pass to McDaniels. Now Edwards. Back to McDaniels. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
He got a little ahead of himself there trying to pull the team even.
That's a big miscue, and you hate to see that happen at this point in the game.
Now here's Miles. Not a lot of room. To the paint. And it's Jones. That time on the assist from Miles. Jones has got his second basket.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Edwards passes to Anderson. McDaniels with the ball. He's got 6. 5 to shoot. Here's Anderson. That one misses. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Now, here's Miles. Non-stop scoring machine here. Puts it up from 7. Again, the Lakers.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Here's McLaughlin after the made shot from Miles. Anderson outside. Here's Reed. No good off the back of the rim. LA's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. And counted, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
76% on the season from the foul line.
Troy Brown's checked in for the Lakers. Walker comes in for lights out. So it's Los Angeles this one easy. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Hart. Saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
I know.
Now that's a level of effort on the defensive end we haven't seen before tonight. What's the difference out there?
You killed them. Yo, killed them. 151 and 79.
You know, I think you're just seeing a gradual improvement as we translate lessons from the practice court, to the game.
So you haven't had a fire lit under you guys?
Hello?
You look like a different club on D tonight.
Man, I have no clue what you're talking about, brother. Everyone in this locker room is 100% committed and together. You don't get an effort like that on defense otherwise.
Fair enough. All right, thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you to everyone who came out to the stream. Have a good day. And for everybody on the other side of the world, have a good night. I got some pictures to send you.
Okay, send them.